Hi, and welcome back to Two Bears Trekking. I'm Randy.
I'm Jonathan, and welcome.
This is the second video in our four-part Lake Havasu City series.
Whoa!
It's exciting. We're excited for this first series. If you've watched our first overview video, you already realize that we really enjoyed this area. We actually traversed back and forth through Lake Havasu City because it is convenient. Oh, wait, I'm giving too much away.
Yeah, let's keep this condensed.
So we did spend some time there over a period of like 2.5 months or so. This particular video is going to be a review of one of the Bureau of Land Management dispersed camping areas, and it is a named area. It is Lone Tree.
The Lone Tree.
Lone Tree.
Absolutely, 14 days.
14-day limit. Although, as we said in our overview video, why am I having such a hard time?
Oh, you're just excited. You're just excited.
I am. It's a great place. We rarely saw any enforcement. All right, so let's jump right in.
Location.
Internet.
Okay, we'll cover the internet first. Okay.
Yes. So internet, I'm going to jump right to my grade. It was an A. The towers were within eyesight. Really few, if any, issues for bars.
It's one of the best locations that we had.
Absolutely.
With regards to internet. A, absolutely.
Yes.
It could almost be an A+. It was just great.
And that is why, even though you'll see there are other issues, we return to that location regularly because we could stream whatever we wanted.
Could work.
And we could actually work reliably.
Absolutely.
So.
Yep.
All right. Jumping ahead to safety. You're the safety guy, so take it away.
Safety guy. I felt pretty safe there. Now, of course, there isn't lights at night, so it's dark. You do have some of the some of the characters, as we've talked about in another video. I felt safe. I really did. Now, towards the end of our stay, it started to get a little kind of sketchy. But for the most part, it was a safe location. Enough space. There's 2 different areas. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But I liked it for safety.
Yeah, so it is on the north end of town, on on Arizona 95, about a dozen miles or so south of I-40, and just as we said, on the north side of Lake Havasu City.
Easy to get to Lake Havasu City.
Easy to get there. It is far enough outside of town where people aren't staying and homesteading there necessarily
for the most part.
For the most part, but you do get a variety of people, and we did encounter over the time we were there some incidents where I was like, this is a little bit sketchy.
Yes.
So I've got to say I'm only a B on safety.
Well, I'm a B-.
Oh,
I know.
That's a shocker.
I know. I agree with everything you said. It just kind of got a little sketchy. I still felt safe,
right?
But it just kind of got sketchy a little bit,
right?
So
exactly, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in our in-depth video.
Right, absolutely.
Okay, so moving right along to location.
Location.
As I said, it is sandwiched between Lake Havasu City downtown and I-40. If you go up the I-40, you go east, you can go to Kingman, keep on going down to Williams and up to the Grand Canyon. That could be a day trip, so it's a good home base for that.
Yep.
Or you could go the other direction and head up a different 95 in a different state.
There you go.
And head up to Las Vegas.
Ching, ching, ching. Have a weekend.
You could.
You're saving money boondocking. Why don't you spend it in Vegas?
Spend it in Vegas.
There you go.
And eventually we'll do a video on...
We just might do that.
Yeah, where to stay in Vegas, even maybe boondock. I don't know. You'll have to stick
around.
Check
us out on that one.
So as far as that goes, I think it's convenient. To the south is Parker and Quartzsite. You can get to Phoenix pretty easily.
If you wanted to go over, you have Joshua Tree. It's a little bit of a distance, but you could even get to Palm Springs.
Exactly,
You know?
exactly. So, location-wise, I might shock you. I'm going to give it an A.
Location is an A?
It is an A.
Well, you beat me. I put a B plus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So it's really not that bad, that big of a difference. But yeah.
Yeah.
Is that your first A?
I don't know. For that, it might be.
There you go.
Okay. So let's move along, and we're going to tackle
Scenery? I loved it. Sorry. I don't want to give away my letter, but I really I enjoy photography.
Yeah.
And you can check down in our description. I'm going to start selling some of the photos that you see back behind on SmugMug. So you might want to check that out. But aside from that, scenery, I really enjoyed it. It's desert, but it's not desert. It's kind of mountainy desert.
And I'm going to let the photos speak for itself, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about it in the in-depth video. I'm just going to rate to my grade. It's an A minus.
A minus? I'm giving it an A. That's what I'm going to do, right up there. Yeah, push it. It's a good one.
It's a good spot to stay.
Nice scenery. Yeah.
All right, so we'll round this out with the site itself.
Yes.
Getting in... It's a little bit, it can be a little bit dangerous because 95 is high speed there, and especially turning out, and it's single lane. And so you got to be quick, but it's ruddy on the way out. So you're going slow. And so it's like this delicate balance.
And then there's a hill. Not a sharp hill, but it's a hill.
And then there's a lower area.
Oh, another hill.
And then there's an upper area on the hill.
Yep.
And there's a lot of uneven spots and ruts, but there's a lot of cool places you can tuck in.
It's also there's a lot of space.
There is a lot of space. Yeah. So again, we'll talk about it more on the in-depth.
Right.
It wasn't ideal. Leveling was a challenge sometimes, especially if we didn't want to be in a certain spot.
Right.
And the getting in and out was a little bit tricky. But
we'll cover more of it in depth, which is you'll catch that.
Exactly. But
how would you rate it?
Yeah, other than that, I'm going to give it a B for sight.
Wow. I'm giving it a B as well. Cool. There you go.
So it must be a B.
It must be a B.
All right. Well, hopefully you enjoyed this video. We are going to give it an overall score here before we move on to the in-depth.
Right.
And what is your overall?
I'm going to give it a B, a solid B.
See, I'm going with a B plus because of a couple of A's I had in there, and I'm going to look past a couple of the downfalls. But again, we'll hit some of that in the in-depth.
Absolutely. Sounds great.
All right. So as always, we enjoyed your company here for our short video. And like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and
keep on trekking.